What's up, YouTube? Special shout out to the subscribers here on the channel. This is the fourth entry in my weekly update series talking about my training getting ready for Ironman Texas in 2025, April 2025. We are 17 weeks out from the race. 4 weeks of training are done. Going to talk about how last week's training went, how this week's training looks, and that'll be it. Trying to keep these updates going every Monday. So first and foremost, wanted to address the shoulder tendonitis situation that began happening last week. I had a bit of a rough training weekend the previous weekend because my shoulder really got just painful. My mobility was down. It really hurt to move it. I continued to do my training last weekend. I ran 8 miles. It was very painful. The ride on Sunday was also really tricky. But moving into Monday, I went to see a doctor and I actually had x-rays done, really wasn't sure what was going on. And fortunately, the whole situation has calmed down quite a bit. I was able to complete most of my training, if not all of my training last week. My coach did modify my training plan last week to accommodate for my shoulder, but I was able to do everything in the training plan after he went through and modified it for me. And I can confidently say that the shoulder's feeling better. I'm getting into some strength training to hopefully keep the shoulder from relapsing, but really it wasn't much of a factor at all this previous week of training. So that was really grateful. I'm really grateful that it wasn't a bigger deal. So hopping back into last week, we were not able to do the swim on Monday. That was when I went to the doctor. At Monday morning, I seriously couldn't even put my shirt on. It was my tendonitis. It was so painful that I didn't swim on Monday. I got onto the bike on Tuesday, 2 hours and 15 minutes. This was a pretty challenging ride. First 45-minute main set was all zone 3. Then it took 15 minutes of a break, and then I had 4 8-minute zone 4 intervals. Definitely a long and challenging workout, but I was able to get that done. On Wednesday, I had an easy run, took that nice and easy. Thursday, went to the pool, first time trying to swim since the shoulder acted up, and I did a lot of breaststroking, a little bit of kick drills, a little bit of freestyle, really just kept it very easy, just kind of going for some mobility, and my shoulder was it cooperated, but I definitely didn't feel comfortable to try and swim with any type of intensity. So Thursday's swim was really just kind of therapeutic, getting in the water, moving around a little bit, letting the shoulder heal. Friday, took another easy run, and by this point on that run, I think that I barely was feeling any discomfort in the shoulder, which was really nice because the next day I had a much longer run. I did a 10-mile run on Saturday. That actually felt really good. I didn't feel my shoulder at all for the entire run, and I was really grateful because, just a week previous, the long run I did the week previous to that, every single step was painful. It was just like very uncomfortable. I was really concerned. I wasn't sure if I'd be able to continue training once I got done with that run the previous week. So fast forward to Saturday, 10 miles, feeling good, really nice and even pacing on the run. I walked every 9 minutes or so, ended up just under 8 minute per mile pace, and my heart rate average was fantastic. I think I was, just like 150. So solid run on Saturday, 90 minutes, went to yoga afterwards. And then yesterday I had a long ride that I was really hoping to do on the road, a combination of sleeping in a little bit, the temperature being a little bit colder. I ultimately decided to do it on the trainer, and this might sound silly, but the reason I decided to do it on the trainer was because I recognized that I felt like it would be more challenging on the trainer. I was like, man, it's going to be really hard to do 3 hours in zone 2 on the trainer. I felt like if I went on the road, I could kind of get away with coasting a little bit. Maybe the heart rate and the power wouldn't be, exact. But on the trainer, there's really nowhere to hide. And I'm very, very happy with the ride that I did on Sunday, 3 hours on the trainer. And one of the biggest things about it I was happy about was really my average cadence. I got my average cadence for that ride right smack at 90. So 90 average cadence for 3 hours of ride time. Average power was 213 and average heart rate was 147. I'm really happy with those numbers. That's pretty much spot on, exactly what I was supposed to do in the workout, which was 3 hours of zone 2. So kept my heart rate just under zone 2, kept the power right in the middle of zone 2, and kept the cadence at 90 for 3 hours on the trainer. Definitely happy with that. So last week's training went pretty well. I didn't have any strength training. I didn't do any interval in the pool. I didn't really swim very hard, but again, considering how worried I was with my shoulder, I was really happy to just get through and complete a week of training. Moving into this week, we've got the holidays coming up. We got Christmas coming up, but still have some training to do. Today I went to the pool and swam easy again, just really trying to be patient with my shoulder. It felt better than it did last Thursday, but I still didn't feel comfortable trying to swim with any intensity. A lot of breaststroke, a lot of just easy freestyle. Enjoyed my swim. Tomorrow I have an interval ride, some more 8-minute intervals on the bike. Wednesday, Christmas Day, I have an easy run to do. That should be fun, 45 minutes. Thursday, back to the pool, going for another easy swim. I might try to swim a few lengths of the pool with, back to normal on Thursday. I'm hoping my shoulder will feel even better by then. More running on Friday, and then into the weekend, the long workouts this week. I have an hour and 45-minute run, so that might work out just around maybe 12, 13 miles. And Sunday's ride is 2 hours and 15 minutes in zone 2. So this week coming up doesn't seem too crazy. The training with 17 weeks out from the race, I feel like I'm in a good place right now, just doing a lot of zone 2, building up the volume of time on the run and the bike, and I'm expecting things to just definitely escalate over the next 17 weeks. So strap in. Appreciate it if you've been following the updates thus far. Excited for what this is going to turn into. I think that as the training progresses and as my fatigue level increases, this might become a little bit less of a walk in the park, and I'm eager to document every step of that process here in these weekly updates. You're interested in keeping up on like a workout by workout, I do post on Strava, so you can check me out there on Strava. And other than that, appreciate you taking a look at this video. I'll be back next Monday with an update of how this previous week's training, or how this next week of training will go. And I appreciate you joining. Thank you. See you next time.